One of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. You are a professional football team, and you come out and you pile the blame for this loss on the referee.
I want to deal, though, with the Chiefs. I want to deal with Patrick Mahomes. I want to deal with that penalty. It was all a little bit feisty post-game. This is head coach Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes speaking about that incident.
I know how much everybody puts into this game, and for it to happen on a flag, change the outcome of a game. In that moment, I mean, I've played 7 years, never had offense all sides called, and then you wait till there's a minute left in the game to make a call like that. Regardless if we win or lose, man, just for it to end with another game, and we're talking about the refs, man. It's just not what we want for the NFL and for football.
I never use any of this as excuses, but normally I get a warning before something like that happens in a big game. A bit embarrassing in the National Football League for that to take place.
Rules is rules here, okay? Rules is rules. Could you just explain to everyone what they actually did wrong?
All right. So in football, like in life, it's all about discipline. And when you're under pressure, that becomes an issue. Right here, they had a great play design. I mean, this was spectacular. Hook and ladder, we used to call it. You catch it, you throw it. They score a touchdown. But is it a touchdown? No. It's not, because Kadarius Toney, number 19, you see him looking in at the ball. He's offsides. And why he's offsides is two reasons. When you come to the line of scrimmage, you look down and you point to the referee and you say, am I right? Am I lined up? He will tell you you are. But when your head's inside looking at the center, you're not doing that. You haven't done that. And he is a full foot ahead of the center. You are supposed to be lined up kind of at his waistline. He is above that. This is a blatant foul, and this is what I talked about with the discipline. Most teams beat themselves. You have to get rid of all the mistakes and avoid that to have success in the end.
One of their complaints was, OC, that the referee didn't call the offside. I mean, it's not his job to coach them on the field. Mm-hmm. I know they will say it sometimes, but I mean, hey, tough.
One of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard.
Oh.
One of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. You are a professional football team, an outstanding head coach, a guy who's been talked about as the MVP of the league, and you come out and you pile the blame for this loss on the referee who actually did his job. This man called the right call, and you're sitting over here saying, oh, the referee should have done this, the referee should have. What you're seeing right now is the unraveling of a football team. What you're seeing right now is the unraveling of the myth of the nice guy, and everything is so good and everything is so perfect. For 7 years, this guy has been the epitome. He has been at the top of every list of everything that has to do with the NFL. But right now, you're seeing the pressure start to get to this football team. They're making mistake after mistake. They're not doing the things. Everything seems to be a struggle for them. And they say pressure either makes diamonds or it bursts pipe. That's what we like to say in the South. Yeah. And here you are seeing the Kansas City Chiefs crack, their quarterback crack, and their head coach crack. And this is something that we had never even expected to see.
So this is less about that penalty. It's about 4 losses in 6 games. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing, as OC said, the crack starting. Right?
Without a doubt, because it's that discipline. I mean, these guys have 61 penalties. These are things we talk about, preventable. Last year when they won a Super Bowl, they had 42 on the season. That is killing them, and that is the frustration overflowing with their head coach and their quarterback because they can't manage the situation.
When everything is going well, OC, when you're winning titles like the Chiefs did last season, it's all about the quarterback. Mahomes is our hero. He's leading us through this. He is Mr. Success. When things start wobbling, is he the cause of that as well? Did you point at him?
Listen, in a situation like this where your quarterback is getting paid $50-something million, the buck stops with him. He is the face of that franchise, and he has to make everything right. And he is not doing that right now. So we're going to see if we can do this one more time. Craig, are you with me?
I'm with you.
J. Bell. Patrick.
Mahomes.
Isn't playing that well.
Get us to a break, Craig.
I got you this one time, but you're getting first round of drinks in Vegas, and they're going to be expensive.